My channel. So today we are going to see option setting. Okay, so let's just understand the basics. There could be call sellers, there could be put sellers. I'm not talking about buying, I'm only going to talk about sellers from sellers point of view. Okay, so if call writing they are adding positions means that strike acts as a resistance. If in put writing they are adding positions means that strike will act as support. From here price action will go up, from here price action will go down. Okay, so again this is vice versa of bias. Now we will try to compare chart with the option chain. Okay, so today it was kind of a sideways day because we already had a nice gap up, so there's no point market would move more. So you could see it's a huge gap up. The line is exactly at the previous close. Now you could see. Okay, let me squeeze in better. Okay, so let's first try to understand price action. Okay, so you could see here it was already gap up, so already the buyers were having the upper hand because they have saved money. They took up to 25k, which was a strong resistance, so pull down. Again this acts as a resistance. Again the buyers were pulling it up and it was coming down. So from here one can understand that the support was being very strong. Okay, the same pattern for bank nifty as well you could see. So first we will check nifty. Okay, when you see the open was 900, so clearly here 900. So we have put, we have called. This is ITM where max decay, negative decay or positive decay happens, and OTM where always a small amount of decay happens. So here you could see very good profitable trade, but here it was minus decay, and also this is very minimal. When you observe this you will understand. While today we have a weak resistance, so you could see this was example of weak resistance. That's why we are having the maximum loss here minus decay, and when you check here we are having a maximum decay because the support was strong. I'll write as support was strong. Okay, now let's do the P&L calculation. I'll write it here. Okay, we will take one strike which will be easy to calculate. And let me select 13. Okay, we'll take 25 to 100. 25 to 100 CE writing, that will be our OTM. Okay, if you calculate the PNL, 75 is the lot size, multi times DK is 13. So 1 second. Times 13 means that too it's a negative decay. So if you do that you will get a decay minus 975. So this is kind of a loss making day for this particular strike. Okay, so we'll move on. We'll quickly check for bank nifty. Bank nifty open was 800, 55 800, and then you could see one side it was, because already it was gap up, it went sideways. So you could see the same pattern is repeated here. Now let's quickly go to the premium. So first I'm going to check is, so this is the option you could see. For bank nifty I'm going to check. Okay, bank nifty will take the count 58 55 800 itself. Here also I'm going to take the same strike, 55 800. Now you could see bank nifty, at first the buyers were winning and then after 12:20 it slowly started to decay. That too, the buyers were winning the whole day. You could see the count. Now we'll go to OTM. I'm going to take 56,000. So this is 56,000 on both start and end. You see, from the start buyers were winning because it was a huge gap up. So whenever there's a huge gap up, first candle will make a difference. At 12 o'clock you could see the still buyers were winning, but with a meager amount. At 110, when the UK market has comes into the picture, here also buyers were winning. At the end, when you check, so from 110 it was high, but when it comes to 325, still buyers are winning, but with less profit. Now we'll go to ITM. Okay, so now I'll take 55,500, which is a very strong support. Okay, now here also buyers are winning with very good margin. Up till here 12:10 you could see how their profit has reduced, but after that sellers got the chance and sellers were winning at some point. Okay, so even though market stays in the same range, you could see the example and see how sellers get the extra edge. Okay, now we are going for Nifty. Open as 900. Let me refresh it. So we are going to take start and end both as 900 strike. So this is 900 at the money, and at the start you could see how buyers beautifully won. So this is an example. So 14th it was complete sideways, and now all the SL has been hunt, but at the end sellers were winning with a very small margin. Now I'll go to OTM. I'm going to take 25,000 because that's a very strong resistance, and then here also buyers were winning from the start, and the sellers have not got until where 16. Okay, so after in the second half after 12:50 you could see slowly sellers had the upper hand. So first half it was buyers long straddle, second half it was for sellers. Now we'll take OTM. I'm going to take 150 strike. So I'm picking a random strike. Okay, so here from the start itself you could see sellers were winning. Okay, now I'm going to take 750 strike, which is in the money, and then here see buyers were winning from the start. So like this you can check for strikes and understand the concepts. Now we'll move on to the last minute build up in the Nifty Trader website. So first I'm going to check is Nifty. When you check OTM, it's 76 and 54. Clearly call writing is more, so resistance is more in the market. For Bank Nifty, it's 136 versus 109. Resistance is more. So that's it guys. Thank you.